Hey everybody, welcome back to the Nuzlocke. It's been about a week since I played last. I'm very far away from the screen right now, but I got my controller. I have Rocky in my lap, and I have to wheel back here for you guys to see him, because people wanted to see Rocky. Hi. I don't even know if you guys can see him right now from this angle. But, okay, we haven't had a Pokemon faint yet. Rocky is your Chewbacca? Is that what that says? Sorry, chat's across the room. That's insane. Okay, we still have not had a single Pokemon faint yet. So, I think it was 2 streams ago, the poll was like, okay, are we gonna have 3 or more Pokemon faint, or, no, I think it was 4 or more, or 3 or less. Nothing fainted. So then last time I did 2 or more, 3 or, no, 2 or less, 3 or more, and it was like 90% of people voted 2 or less. So this time, it's literally just, will even one Pokemon faint this stream? And finally, yes is winning. It's at 62%. It's at 62%. So you guys think someone's gonna faint today, and I'm gonna be honest, I think it's pretty likely. Let's just remind ourselves here of our team. I hit X reflexively to try and open my menu, by the way. Okay, he's like kind of laying down low now. Maybe I can wheel in closer in a second here. I hit X reflexively to open my menu. It's because I've been playing so much Gen 4 lately. I just finished recording. I'm not gonna spoil it. Oh, he's off my lap. Okay. Oh my god, he left floofs all over my leg. I just finished recording Pokemon Platinum with only one Shedinja, which I had been putting off for years because I figured it'd probably be impossible. But if you've been watching the Pokemon Ultra Moon A Journey series on this very YouTube channel, then you know that I had a theory as to how maybe I could do it. I'm not gonna spoil if I pulled it off or not, but I have finished recording it now, and it is both the hardest and most interesting Pokemon challenge I have done in years. There were so many completely insane battles where it's like random trainers that I never have shown on a video before that ended up being unbelievably hard, and I had to get really creative to try and get past them. So it's gonna be fun. I'm looking forward to editing that. I'm gonna be editing that next week, and then it'll go up early in the week for the YouTube members and the patrons, and then like the next week for the public. Anyway, I was training up Blaze, which is our new Diglett, because we're trying to get him ready for the electric gym. Right now, he hasn't evolved yet. He's really weak. We're gonna have to get him to level 26, I think it was, to evolve him into a Dugtrio, because he'll get a lot more health that way. Right now, like, yeah, obviously he's good against electric types and everything, but Sonic Boom is a 20 damage move. He could really easily just go down in 2 of those. What's your favorite color of aquamarine colored rug? That's very specific. Are there even multiple colors of aquamarine? Because I was under the impression that aquamarine was one color. I could be wrong. What should I name my Bulbasaur? It's a girl? Name it It's a Girl. Okay, right. So we have our Diglett, our Drowsy, Kadabra, Ivysaur, Meowth, and of course Big Man Kev, our Pidgeotto, who's almost a Pidgeot. That happens at, it was either 32 or 36. I think it might be 36. Don't remember which. I suspect safety goggles play an important role. No, those don't exist yet in Gen 4. Okay, so here's what I was thinking. Maybe I just go up north and I start making my way to Rock Tunnel, because I'm not ready for the electric gym yet. I think someone would faint if I did that right now. So I'm going to instead just go north. I'm gonna go back to Celadon and cut my way east. Celadon? Cerulean. I always get those two mixed up. I can listen to some music. Take the rare candy pill, Breadman, the candy pill calls. I don't feel like that's necessary right now. I'm not saying that I for sure won't, but there's just no reason to do that right now. I don't see the purpose. Currently. Fire Red or Leaf Green. This is Fire Red. Does it not say in the title of the stream? Did I not title it? Let me check. I didn't put it in the title. Okay. Yeah, it is Fire Red. Okay, wish me luck. You have a Pokemon with you. You're mine. Alright. This is the one that has like an Oddish and a Bellsprout. Oh, it's got several. Well, okay, well, I super have got to switch. To, Cobalt should be fine. I got high special defense. I want to level him up more because he's kind of tanky. So he just seems like a practical... I have insomnia, that's not gonna work. He just seems like a practical Pokemon to invest in, you know? Kadabra as well, because Kadabra is just great. I got paralyzed. You like Leaf Green because Slowbro? Is Slowpoke an exclusive to Leaf Green? I didn't remember it being an exclusive, but it might be. I don't remember. It's been quite a while since I did the Fire Red Leaf Green with version exclusives. It's been so long that I don't really remember. There we go. What are the exact Nuzlocke rules we're using? We went over it in the first episode, but if you just Google search Nuzlocke rules, the first thing you get is Nuzlocke University. It's those rules. It's just the classic rules. Nothing crazy. So, you know, it's, if a Pokemon faints, you box them or release them, and you're not allowed to ever use them in a battle again, duh. You gotta nickname all your Pokemon, which I'm naming them after random people in the chat. What was it? There's the dupe rule, where if, and of course, you're catching the first Pokemon you see in a route unless you accidentally make it faint, in which case you just don't get anything that route. Then there's the dupe rule as the first optional rule, because there's a couple optional rules listed, which is if the Pokemon, if the first Pokemon you run into is one that was already on another route that you already caught, then you get to catch a different Pokemon instead. And the last one was the shiny claws, yeah, where if it's shiny, you're just allowed to catch it in general. Or it doesn't count against your other counts, I guess. I should probably go fix that paralysis. I shouldn't waste an item on it if I'm this close to a Poke Center. Let's just speed up for that. Yeah, it's all the classic rules. Yeah, first mon per area, can't die, nicknames, dupes, shiny claws. Did you get the Helix fossil? Yes, I did. Are you going to release or box any fainted Pokemon? I'm gonna box them. I'll just have an individual box that's dedicated to fainted Pokemon, so we can look at the end of the run and see, like, you know, reminisce, look back and see all the Pokemon that fainted. I think that'd be fun. Aerialist, that's a pretty good move. Does this one have fighting Pokemon or ground rock? Is this the red letter media music again? Yeah. Actually, no, what am I doing? I need to keep Blaze in to switch train him. Oh, well, no, I want to fight him. Great, I was bored. It's funny, I had so many people in the comments that are saying, like, using rare candies in runs is boring because then, people just skip every single trainer. Yeah, but like you can just choose not to skip the trainers, right? Like, I always get so confused when someone's argument on like rare candies or anti-rare candies, and people use these arguments both for and against, when their argument hinges on your own behavior. Well, just don't do that. Like, you can choose to not do that, you know? Like, they're saying, like, oh, if you don't have a hard level cap, non-rare like, and this is aside from rare candies. If you don't have a hard level cap, does he have dig right now? Good. If you don't have a hard level cap for leveling up Pokemon, before a gym, then you could just pile all your levels onto one Pokemon and sweep. Yeah, but you could also just choose not to do that. Like, you could just pick to not make your run boring. So that's what I'm, oh, didn't mean to do that. That's what I'm doing. I'm just not doing that. I'm just not ruining my own run. Shocker, I know. All right, I'm gonna have to switch. I'm not not messing around with Screech when I have such a low health Pokemon. Don't rare candies affect EVs and SPs? Well, EVs are a thing in this game, but they don't affect it in terms of, like, permanently. It's just, when you're grinding, you're getting EVs and experience. When you're using rare candies, you're just getting the experience. But you can still get the effort values at any time. Someone explained this in the comment section, actually, and it was very useful because I wasn't entirely sure how this worked until they said it. Brutus Beefcake song? No, it's not. That's insane. Someone explained this, and this was actually really interesting information, so some of you guys might find this interesting too. Let's say you hypothetically have 2 Pichus, right? You hatch both of them from eggs, they have the same nature, and they have the same IVs. One of them, you rare candy all the way from level 1 to level 100. The other one, you grind to level 100, but both of them have the exact same effort values, you know? Let's say you rare candied one from 1 to 100, and then you beat 255 Shinx and 255 Starlies. So that's maxed out attack EVs, maxed out speed EVs, no EVs, and anything else. Now let's say you take your other Pichu, and you beat the same Shinx, the same not Pidgeys, Starlies, and then you ground up to level 100, both Pichus would have identical stats. So you get the stats from the effort values even after you've maxed out your level, if somehow you were to not have your effort values maxed out by the time you hit max level. So yeah, it doesn't matter in the end. Also, using rare candies to level up your Pokemon in early game would make your challenge harder than if you were to grind them, for 2 reasons. One, you wouldn't have the effort values, so in the short term, your stats are lower than it would be if you ground that up. But 2, it makes the run harder because let's say your Pokemon, you're trying to catch up old Pokemon, right? And they are too weak right now. You wouldn't be able to have them grind on their own, so you're switch training them. Very common. You guys saw me do it a bunch. I'm sure you've done it a bunch if you've done Nuzlocke. That, oh, he's using Roar. This is going to be one of those fights. I can safely Psybeam. So, oh, that did a lot. And he's just wasting time. Okay, sure. When you're switch training, though, you're still giving 50% of that experience to another Pokemon that is already capable of winning those fights, otherwise you wouldn't be using them. And so you're over-leveling one of your Pokemon just to level up a different Pokemon. You're giving 50% of the experience given in grinding to an extra Pokemon, but you still need that same total amount of experience to get to the same total level. So you're needlessly leveling up another Pokemon that is already capable of doing these fights. So grinding makes the run noticeably easier if you're doing a Nuzlocke, both in the effort values and in the fact that you're giving extra experience to other Pokemon. Sorry, I actually missed what he was switching into. I'm just gonna stay in and see. This'll be fine. It's Jort Storm. I forgot this was stock music. What? This is Lupus Nocti by Mania Master. But yes, it's stock music. Is Jort Storm a YouTube video this was used in? Because yeah, this is stock music. Yeah, that was a weird fish. The only vanilla game where effort values might help and matter are the Ultra games, and Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl for the Elite Four, still not a big difference. Fair, but if you're at the Elite Four, then your Pokemon probably have maxed out effort values anyway. Unless you're using Pokemon that you just got out of the box at the Elite Four, because like your really good stuff already died in, you know, Nuzlocke. I tend to disagree with that, King, because the way speed works for the most part, but there's surely some damage calcs favorably improved for some Mons with EVs. Sorry, I'm not sure what you're disagreeing with. Oh, you're talking to King, the other guy in the chat called King Talus to something. King Talus Tar Origins. It's all lowercase. I don't know where one word starts and the other ends. I can probably pretty safely switch in here. If something bad happens, I'll catch it before it gets too out of control. Okay, I mean, there's a chance he could use Fury Cutter, not Fury Cutter, Fury Attack, and crit a bunch. That could be really bad. Was this the generation where if a multi-attack move crits, all the rest of its hits will crit as well? I know there was a generation that did that. And I'm not sure if it's this one, but I kind of feel like it's either Gen 2 or Gen 3. I'm leaning on my left. I gotta stop doing that, because it always starts making my nerves go crazy at some point. Twinito level 20? That's true. And that would be kind of dangerous. Not that it's a strong move and all, but you know, I'm a pretty frail Pokemon, at least physically. Ether! Ask me how I know that was there. Hey, did I get the bike while I was in town? I don't remember. Probably not. I know I got the voucher. Hey, I did forget. Well, it's a good thing I remembered. Oh, all of them critting? That's gross. Yeah, it can be really nasty. Did your hair grow back? Well, yes, that is what happens when you don't shave your head for a while. It grows back. Do you plan on evolving Kadabra? Well, I don't have any way of doing that. Oh, that's something I meant to bring up. Is the music? Oh, no, it is still going. Okay. That's something I meant to bring up is, you guys were asking... Right, I asked last episode if I should turn on Impossible Evolutions next time. I read all of the comments on that video. Over 100 comments. Literally not a single person said not to turn it on. Everybody was unanimously in agreement Impossible Evolutions should be turned on, which for anyone who doesn't know, Impossible Evolutions is like trait evolutions that you can't normally do in game. You know, like Kadabra, Gengar, or Haunter into Gengar, stuff like that. It'll just turn that into a level up thing instead of a trade thing. And everybody unanimously said, yeah, turn that on next time. So, yep, next time I'll turn that on. Thanks for letting me know. Wasn't there something else? Hold on, I gotta open my sticky notes application. Oh no, never mind. That was the only thing I had written down for this playthrough. I gotta get in the habit of using that again. I haven't been using that that program in a little while, but there's a sticky notes application on Windows. I think it's on by default, and it just lets you write little notes for things. And I like having notes for different Let's Plays. And I just didn't use it for like 5 years. I just kind of forgot about it. All right, well I don't need to switch here. It's a Caterpie. I always forget early games give boosts for stats with the badges you collect. Yes, yes. I do believe that's in Fire Red Leaf Green as well. I don't know what game they stopped doing that. Thoughts on AEW Revolution? I don't know, I didn't see it. I am trying not to spend money, which I'm very good at not spending money. I don't need to try very hard to do it. I'm not really a big spender. But yeah, I just had to pay over $1,000 for Sabu's dental work 3 days ago now. And so, yeah, between that and tax season coming up, I do not want to spend money. Have I missed anything of note? Not really, no. I don't think so. Why did this guy not evolve as Caterpie by level 20? I'm not sure. Seems like a bad decision to me. You gonna do more Nuzlocks in the future? Yeah, I think I will. I'm having a really fun time with this so far, so I don't see why not. Come on. All right, maybe I should switch. Wait, he probably has like confusion and stuff, doesn't he? I think he has that by this level. Yeah, it's way too risky to stay in at this point, for sure. I thought MJF Hangman Deathmatch, MJF Hangman Texas Deathmatch was match of the night. I heard it was really good. I saw some of the screenshots of some of the insane things, but like I would want to see the whole match. I'm not a huge deathmatch guy, but I've seen some. You know, some CZW death matches. I've seen some Big Japan death matches here and there. And, you know, for as much as people like to... Oh, I should heal. For as much as people like to freak out, and mostly people who don't watch AEW like to freak out and act like it's disgusting, horrible, unwatchable violence, death matches in AEW are not nearly as violent as actual deathmatch promotions. So, like, yeah, I saw the needle through the cheek. That's terrifying. But, like, dude, I have seen so much worse in CZW. I saw Nick Gage almost die. He passed out of blood. His heart stopped. His heart fucking stopped in the helicopter on the way to the hospital. They had to revive him. They had to give him they had to defibrillate him to bring him back to life. No, I've seen worse. I've seen worse. Support your local indie guys if you can afford it. Yes, absolutely. You should. A lot of those indie guys, you support those promotions, a lot of those indie guys are one day gonna be the TV stars that you know and love. Yes, Chuck Norris died. Been out at the Pokemon gym a few times, but I always lose. I've been there. Grew up watching CZW highlights on YouTube. AEW can get wild, but it's not as crazy as they make it out to be. Yeah, like, dude, I saw a match. I don't remember what promotion it was. I don't think it was CZW. I saw a match on, like, a watch-along on the Deadlock Patreon, where for, I think it was $35, two dudes superplexed each other off a scaffold into a giant spider web of razor wire 3 times. It was falling apart so bad that on the second and third time, they were stuck in it and falling through, and fans and staff had to roll under the barbed wire and push up on them with their feet so that they wouldn't sink in as much so that they could slowly pry themselves out. And then they would get out, covered in blood, and then climb the scaffold and do it again. Fucking nuts. Dude, deathmatch wrestlers are a different breed. I got, I know some deathmatch wrestlers. You know what? I should grab you guys his, like, Instagram or his Twitch sometime. I've rated him a few times. Dmitry Alexandrov, he's my boy. He does deathmatch wrestling all around the world. He's Deathmatch Jesus. He's a Russian guy. I think he lives in America, though, nowadays. But Deathmatch Jesus, because he does death matches and he looks like Jesus. I mean, it's a good name. God damn, that dude does some crazy shit. It's awesome. I rate him sometimes. He's a good dude. He plays some horror games on Twitch. I don't know if he's been streaming lately. I haven't checked in a little while. I should shoot him a message, see how he's doing. Are you and Suki gonna do Payday again? Yeah, I'm sure we will at some point. Yes, Chuck Norris died. I think MDB is over the news. Yes. Anytime anyone dies, everyone comes into the chat and everyone thinks they're the first person to say it, you know? Love Dimitri, he's a sweet guy. He is. He's awesome. He pets his dog a lot on stream, which, like, is that not what you show up to the stream for? The dog pets? I watched him repeatedly lose that battle in... Oh wait, I never did a random encounter here. Oh yeah. Sorry, sometimes I forget I'm playing a Nuzlocke. Hold on, is this a different route from the one out west? It is, these are 2 separate routes. We got 2 new Pokemon we can catch. Hold on, before I go committing to anything. 7 Pokeballs. That's probably enough. Did I talk to the aide in the Poke Center? No, I didn't. I should. I don't remember. Is this the Flash one? I don't need Flash, though. Only losers use Flash for Rock Tunnel. Come on. I play this shit like every week. Oh, Everstone. You only caught 16. I need 20. Oh, okay. Aren't those berries in the weird grass? Oh yeah, the little squigglies. Yeah, there's berries in the squigglies. I think it's some of them they respawn, but I think that's like a Sevi Island thing. I already fight you? Nope. Just realized why I thought this music was in Schedule 1. You used it in your stream. Yes, I do use it in my streams. I don't think I used it in... Oh, no, I probably did use it in a Schedule 1 stream now that I think about it. Because when you're at the witching hour, it doesn't play music. That game just got an update yesterday, by the way, that added weather effects. Looks pretty cool. It doesn't even affect performance, which is crazy. Wish you could say that about, like, most modern games, but nope. A lot of games, it starts raining and all of a sudden the game's performance tanks. Okay, the grass is up here, I think. You stream Schedule 1? Yeah, a few times. With Utopia Pills over on Twitch. The VODs are up on this channel. You can watch them in the playlist section. Future ones will probably go up on my new side streaming channel, which I will link to you right now. Let me get you the link. I mean, it's in the description, but no one reads the description. There you go. Do you have level caps in place, or is this baby's first Nuzlocke? Nope, baby's first Nuzlocke. I'm not massively over-leveling or anything, but, like, no, I don't have, like, a hard cap. If I accidentally go, like, a level or two above the gym leader, I'm not gonna not use the Pokemon, you know? The VODs are amazing. First 4 hours is just yeah, but that doesn't make it into the VOD. You know, the uploaded video is just the game. It doesn't include the pre-stream of me and Liana fucking around for 6 hours. Your PC pretty much shuts off whenever Minecraft starts raining? Dude, that's brutal. I remember that, though. Like, back when I had an older, weaker computer, yeah, I remember rain in Minecraft was pretty rough. Oh, come on. Some people stick them in the daycare and go cycling for an hour. I feel like that's against the spirit of a Nuzlocke so much more than anything anyone was worried I would do. That's crazy. That's crazy. At that point, just use rare candies. Holy shit. Like, you're not getting effort values in the daycare anyway. That profile picture, lol, what the hell happened? What profile picture? Oh, of the side channel? Oh, that's like, that's an emote of my face from like 10 years ago on a stream. I don't remember what I was reacting to anymore. You'd have to ask Metalizer. I don't think Metalizer has been part of the community in like 8 years. But I know he's the one who screen capped those. It's probably like XCOM 2. It was probably something wild happened in something like XCOM, and I was pulling a silly face. Most of my emotes are just like cropped versions of my face. They're great emotes because you can use them on any channel. You can use them on any channel and they don't need to know who I am. They never need to know who I am. And yet they know exactly what the chatter intends when they post that picture. You know, like that could be a global emote and it would work fine. All right, what are we catching? Don't we already have Ekans. Yeah, it's got the logo next to it. Didn't you still have oh, I do still have teleport. You're right, I just keep forgetting I have it. Teleport and dig, by the way, great combo. I'll probably never get rid of teleport just because it's gonna be pretty useful. We already have Rattata as well. Dude, is there anything on this route that we don't already have? Because I don't really remember what's on Route 9. I didn't already run into a Pokemon when I was walking through the grass earlier on Route 9 towards that ether, did I? I don't think I did. Nah, chat would be yelling at me right now if I did. You might have everything this route has? Oh my god. Hey, can someone go look up Route 9? Is it literally just Rattata and Ekans? Because if so, I've maxed this route out. Spearow. Okay, we don't have Spearow yet. And I could trade this for a Farfetch'd if I want to, and I do think I want to. I can scratch once. I think even on a crit I won't faint. Leer. Okay, I'm switching. Playing it safe. So what are the other... What's the encounter I didn't reach then? What's the rule on static encounters and gift Pokemon? Well, there's nothing in that about the in the rule set about that. So I guess the rule is just I can get them. Gift Pokemon are fine, I guess. There's nothing in the rules about that. The only rule was you can only catch the first thing on a route. Voltorb is Route 10. Yeah, I remember that. Is Magnemite as well? No, I don't think it is. Yeah, chat said I can just take them. And there was nothing about that on the Nuzlocke University site. Oh, thank you, hashtag T-Swag. I like how that rolls off the tongue. Damn! Hold on, that really hurt. That was 30 damage total. It's very unlikely that happens again, but if it happened again, I would faint.
Bet I can smash that.
Name it Peck. That was a fun challenge. Oh yeah, the pecker wing attack thing. I forgot I did that. Thank you for the $5. I appreciate that. Reminder, if you want to support the show for free, the best thing you can do is you can like the stream. You can like the stream. You can also vote on the poll. Both of those things will make it so that this stream shows up on more people's homepage. If you would like to support the show not for free, you could get a YouTube membership or a Patreon membership. Both of those will get you a bunch of rewards, and I get a payout of that every single month. I get a portion of that. If you want to do a direct donation, then there is, of course, the YouTube Super Chats. I got it. There's the YouTube Super Chats, where I get 70% of whatever you send. It just gets lumped into my next YouTube paycheck. And if you go to the description, you can find the tip link for giving me direct donations, which they go straight to me. I don't need to wait for the check. And also they only take like 5%. I think it was 5%. But you do whatever works for you, and don't feel obligated to send money. Obviously, always appreciate it if you do. However, you don't have to. Never gonna tell you that you gotta. We can, oh yeah, that's true. After the stream ends and the YouTube video gets uploaded, you can hype it. I think you have to be on your phone to do that. And I think you can only do it for the first 7 days that it's up. But hyping a video means it gets put on more people's homepage. So it does help it get found by people. I forgot that I did not open the thing that gives me the list of like my stream alerts. I've got to open that now so that I don't go missing anything. I don't want to risk missing anything. Sorry, this will take me just 1 second. I've got the page open, it's just loading. There we go, loaded. Is this the pop-out button? Pop-out recent events. Cool, that's what I wanted. I'll just put this on the other monitor. There we go. There we go. Okay, cool. And then open the chat and OBS and the game. Okay. I mean, you donated $5 and said name it Peck. I feel like I've got to honor that request, you know? So this is Peck. Yay! All right, we got Peck. Okay, oh yeah, squiggly. I should be checking those because the berries might actually save me. Sanchu's last Pokemon. Oh yeah, Fire Red, Fire Red. Sorry, I should specify that because I don't think it's in the title. And I did list what game I'm playing, but on YouTube the category is Fire Red and Leaf Green. There isn't a specific Fire Red category. Do you have Eevee yet? No, you get that in Cerulean. It's a gift Pokemon. Should probably take the item I'm holding while you're at. Oh, great, you have pickup, don't you? Yep, you have pickup. I gotta be better about taking the item off you more often. Because that's the main reason you're on the team, is I can get berries and stuff off you. I believe I can also get rare candies off you, and I think there's also a TM I can get. Cherry berry, that's paralysis, I think. Oh, right, and I also need to get a Pokemon up here. This is Route 10, by the way, everybody, if you want to go look up what I can get here. I should have Cobalt out front. I would love a Magnemite. That would be type variety. Which version do you prefer? I don't think I have a preference. All right, it's not Magnemite, it's Voltorb here. Okay, well, we can get a Voltorb. Do you prefer Fire Red or Leaf Green for the different Pokemon? I would need to have the list in front of me of what Pokemon are in what. I just don't remember. Oh. That was a little scary for a second there. I was like, no way I one-shot this thing. I'm not that strong. I need some water. Name it Bob Dylan. What? Why? No, I'm gonna just name it after someone I see in the chat. If someone like super chats and is like, name it after me, then yeah, sure, I'll do that. Or name it after my buddy. Yeah, sure. But like, or any kind of donation, I guess. But outside of that, I'm gonna just, you know, first name I see in the chat. I think that's more fair. It means everyone gets to be in the stream without having to pay money. So the first name I see in the chat is, oh, Super Effector. There we go. Does that fit? We'll find out. Only new thing you could have gotten here is a Voltorb. Oh, okay. Where the fuck? There. Super. Sorry, I'm so used to like. Oh, I shouldn't do a space. Yeah, it's probably not going to fit the whole thing. Effect. Super effect. Just use Supra V. Okay, I'll do that. Sup. Sup. Bruh. Longtime viewers of the Let's Plays will know Super Effector in the chat, also known as Ash, for many a Let's Play. And if you don't know who he is, then you haven't watched enough Let's Plays on Mah-Dry-Bread gameplay and streams. My YouTube is still my old name for some reason. Yeah, I was gonna say, I thought you changed the spelling of it a long time ago. You know what it is? YouTube changed it a few months back so that instead of saying usernames, it says like the user at thing, which is mostly people's old usernames. It's really annoying, no one likes it. They did it because apparently it makes it harder for people to imitate other people's accounts. But no one's happy with it. All right. Yeah, I don't need Flash for this. I've done this. I've done Rock Tunnel blind a million times. I'm glad to be a Voltorb lets me leave the run at any time. Yeah, you can just blow up. Name the next encounter Poco Loco. All right, sure.
Bet I can smash that.
I will try my best to remember that. Chat, if I don't remember that, then you all get to yell at me. Join for life for once. Hope you're doing well, friend. Thank you. I am doing well. Ish. I have concerns. However, I will probably survive. I have only been like 50% stressed out of my mind, which is better than usual. It's better than it has been the last couple years. So you know what? That is an improvement, and you gotta look on the positive side. Really annoying when you made your channel before certain realizations and it uses your handle as your old... Yeah. I think I know what you mean by that. I think I'm picking up what you're laying down because that's a complaint I've heard several times. Sometimes people have a certain old life they would rather leave behind and all of a sudden YouTube's like, nope, that's what everyone's gonna know you by now. Oh, right. Yeah, Geodude. Wait, hold on. This is my first random encounter in here, right? I didn't absent-mindedly make something faint? I don't remember now. I'm so used to playing Pokemon normally. I'm not used to Nuzlocke yet. Shit, I didn't like make something faint, did I? I don't think I did. I can catch this Geodude? I hope. I like Geodude. This is your first? Okay, good. Thank you. Oh my god, I was gonna have a heart attack there. See, yes, if I catch this, this is Poco Loco. Can I stop missing? What the hell? Okay. This is a 55 accuracy move. I just flipped tails 3 times in a row. Okay, we're catching. I think I changed it. Oh yeah, that worked. Okay, this one is, I think he did proper capitalization, so Poco, whoops, Loco. That is how they spelled it, right? Let me just scroll up. Oh, they did lowercase, but I'll do it like this. This is fine. Cool. Yay! Water dudette. That sounds like it could be a name that What a Geek would say that's my other name too. All right, yeah, I'm not messing around with. If I switch in, he could use confusion. Big man Kev. Anyone else find gender differences funny, like a female Mr. Mime? Yeah, there's certain weird ones. Like Mr. Mime, come on, just like fucking give it lipstick and call it Miss Mime. That's all you gotta do. I should probably dig out of here and heal, just for safety. Because I've got some kind of tough fights coming up. I've got some hikers coming up that can sometimes be a bit of a problem. And there's a hiker later in Rock Tunnel that you have to fight that has a bunch of Pokemon with self-destruct. That could go pretty poorly. Have you ever found a Pokemon with the Pokerus virus during one of your playthroughs? Several times. Yes, many times, actually. In fact, I've shown it on screen quite a few times. Oh, it's interesting that it asks. It tries to confirm. Has teleport, decides to use dig anyway. Oh, can you teleport from a cave? For some reason, I thought that teleport only works when you're not in a cave or a building, and then dig works when you're in a cave. What was your first shiny, like, in my life? Definitely Red Gyarados, if that counts. Have you visited Mirage Island in Gen 3? No. I mean, isn't that really rare? Because I've never been there. I've only read the Bulbapedia page on it. Magnitude can be 150 battle power. That is true. Magnitude, I mean, it's unlikely, but sometimes it hits really hard. First live stream with you. Hello from Connecticut. Oh, hello to Connecticut. Connecticut's not that far. Well, I don't know. It's probably like 6 hours by car. That one sound effect in this song sounds kind of like when money drops out of a chest in Diablo 2. Funniest Pokemon challenge, or funnest Pokemon challenge you've done? I have no idea. Things like that are basically impossible to answer when you've done as many as I have. Look, if you're ever asking best, worst, funnest, anything where it's definitive, you need to have one answer, the answer is almost definitely going to be that I don't have an answer. Either than worst. I have an answer for worst. That's the only one. If you just wanted me to name, like, you know, it's like when people say, like, oh, what's your favorite something in wrestling? People ask me my favorite something in wrestling all the time. And it's like, you know, what's your favorite current day WWE wrestler? And it's like, okay, there's like 20 I could list. Like, what do you want from me? What's your favorite wrestling promotion? I don't know. I guess I watch NWA the most. But if you just want me to list good shit, I can list good shit forever. Most mediocre anything. I don't know. Who the hell picks most mediocre anything? That's crazy. Really wasn't a bad Pokemon you could have gotten in Rock Tunnel? Yeah, like Machop would have been good. Zubat would have been good. Actually, Zubat probably would have been the best thing I could get. Have you ever played D&D? Yes. In fact, I think I have a really, really, really old video of playing it on this channel. Have you played Pokemon Infinite Fusion? No, I have not. I know what it is. I know what it is, but I haven't played it. Looks cool. 72nd favorite Pokemon from Gen 2. I mean, that would be near the bottom, right? Because I think Gen 2 added like 80 Pokemon. Don't you dare crit me. Yeah, I have no idea. My 72nd favorite Pokemon from Gen 2 is definitively, definitely, without a doubt. What's like a Pokemon I routinely forget exists? Remoraid? I don't know. Quillfish? I don't know. I mean, you can't pick your favorite or least favorite, so I went with most mediocre, lol joke. Yeah. I don't know, people ask me questions like that unironically, though. Like, people ask me, I don't know, okay, people ask me what my least favorite of all kinds of things is, and I just don't get that question. I don't hate any Pokemon, I don't think. I don't know, who picks least favorites of a lot of things? If it's like, there's 3 of something, you know, like what's your least favorite of a set of starters? That's 3 things, that's easy to pick. What's your least favorite of 151 Pokemon? I haven't got a clue. Are you kidding me? There's so much to choose from. Favorite HM? I guess it's probably Surf. Yeah, I guess it's probably Surf. It's a pretty solid move. No. Gen 5 Ducklet? Okay. I like Ducklet, just not in Gen 5. In Gen 5, it is hideous. You know, like Druddigon. Even then, I don't hate Druddigon. I just think it's ugly. It doesn't even look that bad in other games. It looks okay in other games. It's definitely not a favorite. What's your least favorite 14th century Hungarian inflatable underwater zebra? Okay, if it had been anything but inflatable underwater zebras, I might have an answer, because I actually know about 14th century Hungarian history. Which I know sounds insane that I know about this niche topic, but I do actually know something about that niche topic. That's the era of Hungarian history I'm the most interested in. That was a fucking long shot by you, and it was a glancing blow, I guess. The underwater zebra part, though, you lost me on that, sorry. My favorite Hungarian underwater inflatable zebra from the 14th century has got to be the Raven King. Crazy coincidence? Yeah, that was fucking nuts. When I started reading 14th century Hungarian, at first I thought you were just making a reference to something you heard me talk about. And then I was gonna say, I don't know if I've ever talked about that. I hope someone finds this very fascinating, by the way, that I know my way through this place, like, off by heart, but, like, really, it might look impressive, it's not impressive. When you've played the game as many times as I have, you'd be crazy to not remember your way through. You guys gotta remember, when I was growing up, I had Pokemon Stadium, and I had Pokemon Blue. And in Pokemon Stadium, I had unlocked the Dodrio Tower, which was a game mode where you could play your Pokemon Red, Blue, or Yellow on the TV through your N64, and you could double or triple the game speed. As a kid, I used to recreationally, for fun, repeatedly beat Generation 1 over and over. And I never bothered getting Flash for Rock Tunnel. And in that game, you just see like a faint blue outline of the walls. You don't actually see like your player character or any trainers. And I navigate that too. The layout's the same. The only difference is a few of the trainers are in slightly different spots. Like there's the trainer I'm fighting right now in this room. In red, you can walk past that one. You don't need to fight this one. But in this game, they changed the positioning a little, so you do have to fight it. 14th century is when they were the most hungry. They actually... No, they probably would have been the most hungry before that. At least the aristocracy was quite wealthy at that time. The gold mines were doing well. I don't need confusion anymore. I'm also probably never going to use disable. 55 accuracy. I'm not going to use disable. But I'm never going to run out of power points in Psybeam. I'll get rid of disable. It's hard to be impressed when you have no idea. When I have no idea where you're going, I'll be super impressed when you get out. Okay, that's a good point. Just know that I'm taking the exact optimal path. Like I can avoid a trainer right here by hugging this wall. Oh well, not if I run into a random encounter. Least favorite Pokemon? Why is it Dunsparce? I like Dunsparce. What's the next route when you get to Lavender Town? I don't remember it by number. Well, it would be the one west of Lavender Town, right? The one that has, Growlithe? Actually, is Growlithe, Leaf Green or Fire Red? I don't remember. So yeah, that little maneuver there I just did, yeah, that avoided this guy. Now, this is the room that has, 2 mandatory trainers. And one of them has 2 Geodudes and a Graveler, and they all have self-destruct. So if I'm gonna have anyone faint, this might be one of the most likely places. This is mandatory trainer 1. I do believe, if I remember right, there's only 3 mandatory trainers left in all of Rock Tunnel. 2 of them are in this room, and then 1 is in the next room. I think she's got like a Meowth or something. I think she's got a few Pokemon. Did you buy guidebooks as a kid? I mean, my parents would have bought them, but yes, I had a few for like mostly N64 games, but I had the Fire Red, or sorry, not the Fire Red. Well, no, I don't know if I had the Fire Red Leaf Green one, but I had the Red, Blue, Yellow one. That was a really good one. I believe I also had the Gold, Silver, Crystal one. Gotta head out, but I'll turn the stream back on if it's still going by the time I get home from work. Well, how long is your drive? Because I'm planning on being live for like another couple hours, maybe? We'll see, we'll see. If I get like really sore, then I'll cut it early. Vulpix is Leaf Green. Okay, so I could maybe get a Growlithe. That'd be pretty sweet. Great Pokemon. Man, when we're talking just Kanto Pokemon, Arcanine has some of the highest stats in the game. I do believe Arcanine has the highest overall base stats outside of the legendaries. I think. And Dragonite, of course. Although, I say that, Aerodactyl has really high stats too. Aerodactyls might be slightly higher. Okay, now I'm not messing around here.
Bet I can smash that.
There's no room for messing around. Oh, but I can smash that. Hold on, how do I say this? Mastery. Thank you, Mastery, for the 667. Evening, MDF and B. I've been doing a Nuzlocke myself, but in Soul Silver. And with the added challenge of a base stat total cap of 400. So you're not using any Pokemon with a base stats over 400. God, that is brutal. Even like Mightyena is higher than that. That's not a high stats Pokemon. Although it's not in Soul Silver, but you know what I mean. Just got past Jasmine after losing 5 Pokemon on the run. Wow. So you're already in Kanto. Wait. Yeah, Jasmine's in Kanto. Just watching this while editing the grind. Missed much? No. I don't think you've missed much. No one's fainted yet. So is that going up on your channel then? If you said you're editing it. Pretty sure you'll get a Growlithe 100%? Hell yeah, I hope so. Okay, I'm gonna use a potion. I know it's only a little bit of health, but like, look, a sliver might save us. Now, I think we're gonna be faster, so I'm not too worried. Doing a Nuzlocke in Alpha Sapphire, and I lost my Doublade. That sucks. Okay, this is the Splody guy. Can you beat my power? Man, I clipped my nails today. And I left it a little too squared off on my left thumb. I always do this, and then I need to go back and touch it up again. It's bugging the shit out of me. That's asymmetrical right now. I keep like feeling with my hand. Because I'm always just kind of doing this with my hand, and it's got a sharp edge there because it's squared off rather than like tapered off the way I normally do. Now, Razor Leaf only has a 5% miss chance, but like I've played enough Pokemon to know that happens. How's the Nuzlocke been for you? For me? Great. I've been having a fun time. I've been doing really well. Not a single Pokemon's fainted. It's my first Nuzlocke. Sorry, I looked over at my buddy, Sharefat Otaku. I'm on his Symposium chat, and it's just open on my Discord server right now on the side. I looked over because I saw a bright, blinding yellow light. Someone took the Gadsden flag, the rattlesnake with the "Don't Tread on Me," but it's a loaf of lemon pound cake, and it has Afroman's America aviator sunglasses. That's really funny. I just saw a loaf of bread with sunglasses. I was like, what the hell? Here, let me just respond to that. My boy. They'll find that funny, because bread. Okay, yeah, didn't need to worry about that at all.
Smash that.
Ooh, Palpitoad Plus, thank you for the tenner. Love your videos, dude. Hope you enjoy your first Nuzlocke. I am. You should totally try a randomizer sometimes if this goes well for you. I will not! So if you look at my Pokemon challenge videos, you will notice that in the description, I link many randomizers I've been a part of. I've been a part of, I think it's 5 randomizer full playthroughs on What a Geek's channel. And I stopped doing them because they're not fun. I don't find full randomizers to be fun, where it's like the moves are randomized and the Pokemon are randomized. Just Jesus. I really stopped having fun with that. When there's absolutely no semblance of balance anymore, it's like, why am I even playing? But more Nuzlocks? Yeah, I'll do that. That's fun. I'm having fun with this. Did you ever check out the truck to see if there was a Mew under it when I was younger? You know, I knew that rumor. Like, that rumor was on my playground. The rumor on my playground, and what I've learned is everyone's rumor was different. On my playground, it was you need a level 100 Mewtwo with strength. You use it on the truck. They'll throw the truck to the side, and underneath of it, there's a level 5 Mew and a level 100 Golden Voltorb. That's what it was on my playground in Thompson Creek Elementary School in Dunnville, Ontario, Canada, in the middle of nowhere on Lake Erie. That's what the rumor was on my playground. But you know what? I never tried to do it. Despite playing the game a million times, I don't remember ever attempting to go to the truck. I never went to the truck. And I did wacky things in those games. Like, I could have, right? I had a link cable. We had 2 Game Boys. We had red, blue, and yellow. Me and my sister. That's who I'm saying when I say we here. And I had Pokemon Stadium, so I could trade Pokemon with myself through Pokemon Stadium. I had HM Pokemon that I could port in from, you know, like, before points and whatever. So, like, I could potentially do that. I could sequence break. I never did that. Yeah. I never went to the truck myself. You were in kindergarten when the game first came out? I was like 6. I should probably switch. Oh, well, I guess I switched. Oh, I gotta check him for items more often. Yeah, I was like 6 or 7. He's just whirlwinding over and over. Yeah, I was like 6 or 7, something like that. No, I was... Yeah, they came out right after my birthday. I remember I got Pokemon Blue for my birthday that year in 1998. So I would have been 6. I would have just turned 6, like a week before it came out. And I already had a Game Boy. I was already a big video game guy. If you had left out the Golden Voltar by 100% would have believed it as a kid. I don't think I believed it as a kid. Yeah, I don't think I believed it as a kid. Because I had the Prima strategy guide. At least I think it was Prima. It was either Prima or Brady Games. I had the strategy guide, and it didn't say anything about that. It said you get the Mew through like an event. So I don't think I believed it. I can't think of any of those gaming rumors that I really believed as a kid. And a part of that is probably that I had game guides, but part of it is also that I was using the internet a lot earlier than people were in Dunville. We were early adopters of the internet. So, like, you know, I was on the internet unsupervised from way too young of an age. From back when the internet was cool. Back when the internet was truly the Wild West, I was on the internet. You know, I knew how to emulate games since the age of, like, 6 or 7. I was emulating games as the N64 was coming out. Surprised the guides didn't believe the rumors? Well, no, of course the guides don't believe the rumors. The guides were like printed. They're like printed magazines. They get the inside scoop. They're not gonna just print rumors. They're just gonna like check the game code or get in contact with Nintendo. I'm pretty sure those were officially licensed by Nintendo too. I saw your redacted message, Ryan. What Pokemon game do you have the most hours in? Oh, that's impossible to know. I've done so many Pokemon challenges. Like, cause like the thing is, I would say like Pokemon Yellow or Pokemon Blue because it's the one I played the most as a kid. But like, yeah, I played it a lot as a kid, but like I've professionally played Pokemon for 6 years now, every single week of my life for 6 years. Like, surely that outweighs whatever I did as a kid. Thank you, Shadow. Later? No, hold on. What's that leet for? Shadow Layer. It's probably Shadow Layer for the €2. When you get a Ghastly, name it Shadow, please, but with like a 4 instead of an A. Okay, I'm gonna try and remember that because I can't catch it yet. I need the self scope for that. Shadow Slayer. Oh, I'm dumb. Shadow Slayer sounds like it would be someone's MSN name from when I was in school. My Pokemon are ashes. Here's the return TM. Dude, I knew a guy whose username was lowercase x, uppercase x, lowercase x, space, dash, space, I hate school, all one word, but it's hate like H8, and school was like SKOOL, and then space, dash, space, lowercase x, uppercase x, lowercase x. Oh, fucking MSN. Yeah, her Pokemon ain't returning. Made this name when I was 14? Yeah, sounds like it. I had an old username that was Infested Kerrigan because I thought that name sounded cool, and I used to play a lot of StarCraft Brood War, but I spelled it wrong. I don't even think I was 10. Oh, thank you. Hashtag T-Swag for the $5. My wife is listening with me. It's not her birthday, but please tell Becky happy birthday. It'll be very funny. Happy birthday, Becky. How's it going? You love edgy names like that? Yeah, back when edgy wasn't even inappropriate, it was just kind of dumb. Are you getting the rock slide tutor from the cave? Not right now, I'm not, but maybe in the future. If I read Leaf Green, have you had any playthrough you found it would be worth getting the experience share? No. It takes way too long to actually get it. It's not worth it. XSX space dash I hate school. Oh, but okay, but I hate school was all one word. And I don't know if he used zeros instead of O's. It might have just been O's. And it might have had more like emotes in it. We used to call them emoticons. Might have had some emoticons in there too, but like all I really remember is the XXX I hate school XXX. Rating it like school makes me think of Eric Cartman. Oh, that's funny. Okay. Oh, right, item. I gotta be better about that. We can get a lot of berries that way. Do you think I'll ever read creepypastas again? Nope. Well, they may be shitty. It's definitely a comfort food for me, and I'd love to see it again. Nope, I sucked at it. I sucked at it really, really bad, and I don't see a point in doing it again. I don't think I can avoid this one. Nope. It seemed cool to substitute letters with numbers back in the day. It did, didn't it? Oh, how the times have changed. Watch, she's gonna like metronome something that one-shots me. Get a metronome horn drill and I'll die. Was that a... Oh no, that was just a... No, that was a new tip. Mastrath again with 667 again. I don't know the relevance of the number. Yeah, the challenge should be ready on YouTube in 2027 and recorded way too far in advance. Yeah, sounds like it. The BST cap was... Sorry, I heard one microfraction of a bet I can smash that. The BST cap was a challenge I did back in February 2014. I don't see a BST cap Nuzlocke before that now. Innovator? Haha, it's the... Infirmus Challenge, Latin for weak/feeble. Cool. I hope the video turns out. It's €5. Oh, okay, okay. On my thing over here, it shows up as 667. I guess that's just a conversion rate. Emoticons dating us here, MDB. Yeah. Dude, I still call things like applications and programs, and people just call everything an app now. Oh my god. Okay, I am... listed as an editor on SFO Arcade Archive. That's currently the name of that YouTube channel. It's like a small Let's Play channel that still does stuff sometimes. I don't literally edit the videos. It's just, it's my buddy's show, and I have the ability to like change descriptions and stuff on the videos there. Because he had a lot of like broken playlists and stuff, and I decided, hey, like give me that and one day I'll just go through and fix them. So I went through and I fixed them. Anyway, whenever he gets an ID claim, because he does like reaction videos to like game shows, like you know, like video game awards. Well, so he gets a lot of ID claims on those, and nowadays, when those come up, the notification on YouTube says, like, you know, there has been an ID claim on this video. Tap here to resolve. Tap, not click. That blew my mind. Like, I'm not doing this on my phone. It's not like tap your phone. I'm on my PC using a mouse, and it says tap here. That fucked me up. That fucked me up bad. Who the hell is, like, dealing with ID claims on their phone, by the way? Deal with that on your computer. Like, you have to type paragraphs when you counter these claims. Why would you ever do that with your phone? That's nuts. Punch here to resolve, yeah. Do you play Pokemon in your spare time, or do you stick to the main games? Oh, Pokemon Go in your spare time. Sorry, I misread that. Oh, fuck, I got burned. That's an immediate switch. No, I've never played Pokemon Go. And I can't anyway, even if I wanted to. I don't have data. Like, guys, when I say I don't spend money outside of, like, necessities, I fucking mean it. Like, I don't have data on my phone because I use an ancient phone plan that's, like, locked to the price of when I signed up for it, like, when I was in high school. It has no data, but it's cheap. What's your most annoying, oh yeah, wait, this is Gen 1 realization when you go back to Red or Blue? I don't have those. I am so well acquainted with Gen 1 that I just remember how it is at all times. You know, it's burned into my soul. I can't not remember how Gen 1 works just because I play a lot of other Pokemon games. Any deaths so far? Shockingly, no. But cheap bread? I don't really cheap out. I look for good prices, obviously. I don't just buy the cheapest of everything, you know, like there's quality and quantity and you gotta find the right balance. I just know how to save money because I'm not a big spender. I don't like spending money. Guys, you gotta remember, I lived below the poverty line, I guess my whole adult life. When I was growing up, we dipped above and below the poverty line depending on when my dad was getting fired, which happened a lot. So we dipped above and below, but in my adult life, I was below the poverty line until I was 26 or 27, whenever I blew up on Pokemon challenges. Then overnight, I was very much not. I already caught an Ekans, by the way, so dupe claws. So yeah, I never had that built-in thing of, like, wasting money. You know? I didn't have money. So I didn't spend money. You know, other than, like, groceries. And even then, I cook. So, like, I just buy things I can cook with, you know? Flour and rice and russet potatoes. Like, dude, at Costco, a 15-pound bag of russet potatoes is like $10 right now, something like that. Might be less. Hold on, who's messaging me? Is this important? Dude, I'm getting so much fucking spam. This won't take much time. If you qualify, please press yes. A, yes, B, no. No, fuck your spam. I'm getting so much spam. Just scammers. Sorry. You have everything here but Growlithe? Perfect. I guess I can use Turbo here, can't I? There's no danger. Dude. You know what? If it's Growlithe... Right, I'm catching something. I should have my Hypnosis dude out. Here we go. Sorry, that was me. Why I oughta. Just put the loves above 69. All good to like now, everyone. For the algorithm. Okay, I can use Confusion. He won't faint. There's no way. Okay. Now, if I use it again, he might faint just because you never know how the damage rangers are going to go. Don't burn me! Damn it. Don't miss. I hope he doesn't have Bite. Your email's full with over 2,000 spam emails? That's fucking nuts, man. We should use hype here, right? Oh, well, on the uploaded video, yeah. You can't use it while it's a live stream still, unless they've changed that. Yeah, hey, we caught it. What was I saying? Yeah, no, I cook. So, like, you know, rice is cheap, potatoes cheap, eggs are really cheap. Dude, you can get a 30-pack of eggs for $10 Canadian, and Canadian money's not worth anything. So, like, that's cheap protein right there. Actually, whey protein powder. It's not cheap, but you get, like, so much of it that, like, if you're looking at it per scoop, it's really cheap. Couple scoops of whey protein powder in, like, some milk. Put a little bit of, like, naked PB in there. It's like peanut butter powder. Do, like, some mixed frozen berries, because those are pretty cheap and last you forever. Do some chia seeds in there. Blend that up. That's incredibly filling. Not many calories. A lot of protein. Doesn't break the bank. That's good food right there. This is 1,000,000 times cheaper than any takeout you're ever going to do in your life. It's way better for you. It's way faster. It's in your kitchen. It's mostly frozen ingredients, so like frozen or preserved ingredients, so you don't need to worry about it spoiling, you know? Weren't eggs like really expensive a bit ago? That was in America. I'm Canadian. That was because you guys had like an outbreak of, I don't know, some kind of disease with your chickens in Georgia. And Georgia's where almost all the eggs in America come from, so the price got really bad for a while. Canada lays its own eggs, so we didn't have that problem. Right, 7's got nothing new on it, no encounter. I think that means you can catch another of something? Oh, probably. Which one's Red 7, though? Is that the next? Is that the one just east of, sorry. Is that the one that's just east of, Celadon? Hold on, I got a screenshot I gotta send you guys in a second. I just gotta send a screenshot into this chat room, and I'm gonna take a screenshot of it and send it to you guys. Where is it? There it is. And let me take the screenshot. And let me get this on the stream for you guys. Don't know, I'm not American? Oh, okay. Assumed American and Canadian things would be more related since they're neighboring. No. Our dairy industry and like a lot of our food industry is just completely separate from the Americans. Image. Yeah, I already named something Poco Loco. It was the Geodude. Sorry, I'm trying to get you guys this picture. I saw a dev post that that gif of him shaking his ass in the of a little emote dev shaking his ass in his Discord. So I responded with the dev that I made in ECW Born to be Wired, which is like a really, really good ECW WWF No Mercy mod that came out for free like I think less than a month ago. And it's of Dev shaking his ass in the game during his entrance. Okay, first name I see in the chat is... Wait. Didn't someone say that I gotta name something? When you get a Ghastly, name it Shadow. Okay, I already did that. Or no, I haven't done that, but this isn't the Ghastly. Okay, no, I don't have any other donation to say to name something specific. Okay, let me just click something here. There. I blanked out the messages that that aren't already relevant, so I can easily see the Shadow one. Okay, the Hedgehog. Need to watch that new Legacy Inc. video of Jim Ross, Hardcore Legend once again. Yeah, that was a good one. I think you're thinking of Poco Loco. No, we already did that one. Anyway, first name I see in the chat is Visual Stuff. Okay. And then stuff is lowercase. Ah, well, one F. Okay, that works. Firestone, that puppy. I might need to learn some level up moves first. Wait, did I miss this? Oh. Away with you. I did! Frostberry. I don't remember which one that one does. It probably thaws you. Just sounds like it. Oh yeah, I'm assuming you guys are good with the music I've been playing, by the way. I only ever had one guy comment on all these videos saying that the music ruins it for them. And then oh, that guy almost saw me. And then I asked you guys, like, hey, Danny, are any of you bothered by the music? Should I change the music? And no one said yes, so I'm assuming it's fine. Rust is for burns. Oh, okay. Okay, this is Route 7, okay. Is there no Oddish here? Oddish, Bellsprout, that kind of thing? Why would they even make a one-tile gap in the fence here and not put a hidden item? I was wondering about the music, but I just accept this reality. Yeah. This is all stock music that I found, and it's all used in Red Letter Media videos. I'm really good at finding people's stock music. There's an Oddish, but we're already... Oh, I forgot I already have Oddish. You're right. We got that just south of Cerulean. Hey, guys, you want to see something cool? Now, you guys want to keep this one in mind. This will be useful to you next time you're playing the game. This corner over here? PowerPoint up. There's another one just inside the hideout here. I just got to fight a trainer first. I guess I'll do that now. Got flamethrower team for that boy? That good boy? Ooh, that's not a bad move. I don't think he learns that by level up. I could be wrong. Gonna try and get Grimer and Celadon or go for Eevee? I mean, didn't everybody say I could just do gift Pokemon regardless? Because if so, I'm definitely getting Eevee. Well, I'm getting both, but... Don't you need to Surf to get Grimer? Because once I have Surf, I could just get Grimer elsewhere anyway. I do really like Grimer, though. Although, yeah, I guess if I were to get Grimer elsewhere, there's a chance I get a Coughing instead, which I also really like Coughing. In fact, I like Coughing more than Grimer, but both are awesome. Yes, Eevee, I do it that way. Yeah, I remember everyone earlier was just saying gift Pokemon are just allowed. And in fairness, when I looked at the rules, it didn't say anything about gift Pokemon. It just says that you can only catch the first Pokemon you see on a route. So if there's not a rule against something, I would imagine that it means it's fine. Would you happen to know the stock music RLM uses that has piano music? It's kind of jazzy, almost sounds like a Christmas song or something. I'm not sure which one you're talking about. If you haven't heard it on this stream, I haven't found it currently. Super Rod and Celadon, but it's a 1% chance. Fuck that. Fuck that. Do you have any idea how low the chance of me finding that would be? If it's first encounter? That's brutal. Are you allowed to buy Pokemon in the game corner? I guess. I bought a Magikarp earlier. I would say for gift as long as you only have one Pokemon on that route or city. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. I'd say most people accept static encounters. Yeah, because like I don't think that Snorlax wouldn't count just because of where it is, you know? Nowhere you can get Grimer fishing. Well, you can do it in Celadon because it's supposed to be like a big city, and so the water is all polluted. No, I haven't played Stellaris recently. When is even the last time I booted up Stellaris? I should play it again, though, because that's a fun game. Let me see. I'm gonna guess I haven't played it since 2024. May 29th, 2025. A little more recent than I thought, although I probably didn't really play it. I may have just booted it. Can't you get the Grimer in the grass across the surf thing in Celadon? In the grass across the surf thing? I'm not sure what you mean. There's a spot you can surf, but it doesn't lead you to grass. It leads you to a guy who gives you soft boil. Alright, so check this out. I'll do a £5 super chat if you gamble and get a Porygon. That takes forever. Yeah, so this plant on the bottom right here, another PowerPoint up. These are useful things you need to know in solo runs, where the PowerPoint ups are, where the PowerPoint max are, and where the ethers and elixirs are. It's very important for the Elite Four. Dropped a few updates since then. Let's see if they've destroyed the game again. Maybe, I don't know. I'm sure my old saves won't work, but that's fine. I would be starting a new one anyway. Did a Pokemon die until now? No. Everyone vote on the poll. See if you think a Pokemon will die today. Oh, I should have done a goal forever ago. I just kind of forgot. Let me do a super chat goal. Shara will celebrate. I will have received 10 super chats. That's the celebration. Do you accept my challenge? No. I'm not wasting everybody's time with that. I will grab the coin case just because there's no reason not to. It's more in Fire Red than in Leaf Green? Jesus. Isn't it 9,999? Favorite Stellaris race? Well, I made dwarves once. They were pretty cool. Hey, they, oh. Is the hotel over here? Oh, yeah, here it is. Fun fact, if you go over to the right and you click A, like around here, in red and blue, you can use a invisible PC. It's because it's just a copy-paste of the Pokemon Center and then slightly reworked. They got rid of the visual data for the PC, but they didn't actually get rid of the ability to use the PC. So if you hit A there, you can deposit Pokemon. Oh, thank you, Skimply, for the $5. I'm here to contribute, lol. Well, thank you. You contributed. Humans all the way, divided by racism until united by space racism, also known as spacism. Do you think there's a good Pokemon to start solo runs with, or that people should pick a favorite and go at it? I mean, okay, if you're more interested in picking a favorite and going at it, then by all means. As for like a good Pokemon to try it for your first time, there's a lot that you've probably seen me play on the show where I say at the end, like, hey, this was a really fun and well-paced one. You should give this a try. Off the top of my head, I don't have anything like immediately coming to mind, but there are quite a few times I said like, hey, this is a good one if you want to go do it. All right, let's get the HM for Fly. We can't fly outside a battle yet because we haven't beaten the Electric Gym, but like I feel like we can just go do that. Yeah, I don't think I've ever played a subterranean race in Stellaris. Man, do I have my desktop out? No, it's probably in the closet somewhere. Yeah, I don't know where it is, but forever ago, you guys may have seen it. I did like a review or like a 1 hour gameplay thing of a Stellaris DLC several years ago, and they sponsored it. It was really fun, and they gave me as a little thank you. They sent me a desktopper with the Stellaris logo. It's like a glass desktopper with the Stellaris logo and my username printed on it. It's really cool. I don't use it as a desktopper because I don't like wasting space on my desk. It's not like people are walking in here like it's an office. I just don't have that kind of layout. But I just keep it in its carrying case. It's very cool. It's in the closet somewhere. Okay, did I grab all my usual things I run around and do? I got the T. I got Fly. Yeah, Ice Beam's in the city, but you gotta pay an arm and a leg for it. Great move, though. It's a run saver. Would you try to do solo runs with evolved versions of Pokemon in the future for the sake of completion? Not unless it's really interesting. Like, I did that with, Meg Cargo, because the double type disadvantage was really interesting to me. But, like, I'm not gonna do it just, like, to fill out the numbers. I don't see the point. You know, it's not like I'm trying to beat it as fast as I can. You know, I'm not J-Rose over here. We got a pretty different show for, you know, you look at the package and it looks like it might be similar, but you actually watch our shows and they're very different. No, Ice Beam's not a vending machine one in this. That was just in red and blue and yellow. In this one, you gotta buy it with coins. 4,000 coins, so it's really expensive. I'm just running around and grabbing the usual stuff. I guess I could get Hitmonlee or Hitmonchan, although I don't think I'm ready for that yet. I think that the dojo has like level 30 Pokemon, and I just don't think Drowsy's ready for that. What am I hearing? I don't know what that was. Big truck idling or something? The house was shaking a little.
Bet I can smash that.
Buy any one Pokemon at the game corner. Oh, thanks for the 2. Hold on, let me see how affordable this is. Right, what am I doing? Over here. Oops. Abra's the cheapest. I already have one. Clefairy, Dratini, Scyther, Porygon. Maybe Clefairy. Maybe. But like, would you guys consider buying one there to disqualify me from getting a...
Bet I can smash that.
From getting an Eevee? Because I'd rather just get the Eevee. Because like, here's the thing is, no matter what, we're house ruling here. Because there's no rules related to that on the Nuzlocke University site. No rule has anything to do with gift Pokemon or anything like that. It's just, you can, what was it? The rule is just about encounters. It's just about catching Pokemon in encounters. There's no rule outside of that. Gift Pokemon are unlimited. Okay. Nothing I don't know, like I wrote on the blackboard. Yeah, I get the feeling there's things you might not know. Yeah, I'm gonna take the Eevee. Alright. First name I see in the chat is... Maybe Lost. I fucking already did that one. I'm gonna try it again. First name I see in the chat. I'm gonna look at like near the top of the chat. Is... Z-Man Vader. Is it Z-Man Vader or Z-Man Vader? Vader. Sorry, let me scroll a little. Is it Vader? Vader. Vader. Wait. E-R, yes. Cool. Don't want to get that wrong. Sweet. You got the Eevee, which is probably going to be one of our better Pokemon. I might put that on the team. Everyone's spelling Eevee backwards for some reason. Yeah, I spelled it backwards. Whenever I do an Eevee run, I always spell Eevee backwards. Gift Pokemon. Some players consider gift Pokemon, such as Eevee in Celadon condominiums, to be separate encounter from wild encounters in the same area. What is that a quote from? Gift Pokemon for wherever you are. This would count as Celadon encounter. So you're saying that this would mean that I would not be able to buy a Pokemon. That's the thing, though, is like, these are all house rules at this point, right? Because that's not a part of the core Nuzlocke rules. So we kind of just got to come up with whatever we're happy with. Because, like, I don't feel the need to buy anything at the game corner. So it's not a big deal if we don't. If I am only allowed to get one Pokemon, like one gift Pokemon in all of Celadon, then, like, obviously it's gonna be the Eevee. Those house rules are fair if you want them, but I agree they're house rules only, yeah. Man, I got a lot of comments on the Nuzlocke that I think it's just from people who are used to watching other Nuzlockers who do, like, hardcore Nuzlocks, and they're all like, one guy was really adamant that it's not a Nuzlocke if you are on Switch style. Dude, you can read the rules. Like, there's nothing about Switch or set in the rules. And I linked the rule page of Nuzlocke University, and he said, like, that website is not an authority, it's just some random website or something. And I was like, if you Google search Nuzlocke rules, it's literally the first thing. So, like, I don't know what you want from me. I don't know. I think people are just so used to watching, like, super hardcore Nuzlocks that they don't really remember what the hell the rules are anymore. Yeah, Nuzlocke rules are more like guidelines. That's true. As far as I'm concerned, a Nuzlocke is you catch the first thing you see on a route, and if a Pokemon faints, it dies. That's a Nuzlocke. You can add as many rules on top of that for your own harder Nuzlocke if you want, but a Nuzlocke is if the Pokemon runs out of health, it dies, and you catch the first Pokemon you see. Right? Right? It all came from that comic, right? With the Nuzleaf? That's why it's a Nuzlocke? It has the Nuzleaf that's dead and the ghost keeps coming back? That's where it came from. I don't think people know that. Because there sure as fuck wasn't a rule in that about Switch or set. There sure as fuck wasn't half these rules people try and tell me is mandatory. I don't think most people know where that came from, though. People never know their history on the internet, you know? People have no idea. People don't know where Let's Plays are from. It's from the Something Awful forum. They were originally text posts. It was Let's Play, because you'd post the updates on how the game is going, and then people would tell you what to do, and you're playing it together online. And then eventually, some guy, as people like to say, decided to start making it as a video series, and it became a big thing on Something Awful. Well, that some guy is Slow Beef. He's still around. He does YouTube videos. He's a funny guy. You guys might know him from Retsupre if you know your internet. Yeah, you remember Retsupre with Slow Beef and Diabetes? Slow Beef was the first guy to ever do a video Let's Play in history. That was him. He's still around. He's great. He's a really funny guy. That was Slow Beef. I don't think people know that. I was from the first wave of Let's Players that weren't on Something Awful. I was from the wave of guys who were inspired by the Something Awful guys. I miss Retsupre, me too. Retsupre is so fucking funny. Once every few years I rewatch their I guess it's watch-alongs, their Retsupres of Darkseid and Darkseid 2, because I love those games and I hate those games at the same time. I could do my Darkseid 2 rant about how that game makes no sense. They try to do a thing where you don't know if... Okay, it's like there's an other world, right? It's a murder mystery, and it's a point-click adventure, and there's an other world that's all H.R. Giger paintings. And it's supposed to be like a thing where you don't know if your character has gone crazy and the other world doesn't exist, or if the other world does exist and just most of the other people haven't seen it before. But and they tried to write it so that either way could be possible, but instead they wrote it in a way where neither one is possible. They fucked up and made it so neither one is possible, but if you go on the Darkseid wiki, it is so bare bones that the guy who did the plot synopsis writes it as if it's all literally just real. How is it there's a wiki for the most obscure video games in the world, and they will have the most minute details written down, and yet if you go on the Darkseid wiki, whoever the hell did the recap of the plot just kind of got the plot wrong and also writes it matter-of-fact like this is exactly what happened, when what he wrote is literally impossible. And two, it's supposed to be up to interpretation. You don't know if Mike Dawson is an unreliable narrator or not. But in the first game, which was made by different people, it was definitely real. Oh my god, I could go into it forever. Darkseid 2 is a fucking disaster. It's a really funny disaster, but it's a disaster. All right, this'll blow your mind. This is funny. Darkseid 1. Scary little fun point-click adventure game where you're a dude whose brain gets impregnated by an alien in his dreams, and if you take more than 3 in-game days to beat the game, then your head explodes. Sounds like it's real to me. So, and you spend the game going between the real world and the dark world, which is like an evil mirror universe, and everything is based off H.R. Giger paintings that were used in it. Very creepy, very cool. You beat the game, and the main character of the game is a guy called Mike Dawson, who's literally the designer of the video game. He just scanned himself and put himself in the game and uses his real name and his real voice. He's Mike Dawson. Okay, so later down the line, a sequel gets made by a different studio. They obtain the rights to it, and they wanted to make a sequel with the same character. So they dress a guy up as Mike Dawson, and they make him play a whole new character still called Mike Dawson, and it's a sequel where he's a giant stupid man baby and everybody hates him and he's a dork and they're like insulting to his face and he doesn't get it because he's an idiot. No one likes this guy and he's like whiny and stupid. Half the game, the game takes place in the 90s, and yet half the game you are unable to make progress because you can't find a quarter. This grown man can't get a quarter to use on a payphone. And and they just have a guy dressed up like him. But the thing is, Mike Dawson's a real human. There's a real human that this guy is dressed up like. He's just played like a complete dork. Oh my god. I've been here for the whole conversation, but what the hell's going on? Yeah, that's fair, that's fair. Sounds like House of Horror from Flash Trash? Yeah, kinda. Do you have a Let's Play from that game? No, I don't. I've never played Darkseid on the show, or Darkseid 2, which is the really crazy one. Oh my god, Mike, did you kill Rita? Oh my god, there's like characters who are like directly hinting to him the whole game, like, I think you did it, you're in denial, you did it. And like, Mike's too dense to get that. But like, that's the thing, is you don't know if Mike is the murderer or not the whole game. It's implied that he could be, but it's also directly stated that it might have been this other thing. Like, that's the thing, is like, is a murder mystery, not because you're not getting the hints that it could have been you. They're dropping hints it could have been you the whole game. And they're pretty on-the-nose hints, but you're also aware that there's this other world. And that's the reason these hints are being dropped that it's you, because they don't see this other world where like shit's way crazier. I don't want to spoil like crazy. So you know, it's a murder mystery, but you don't know for sure what the conclusion is. I remember when Chip Cheesem and General Ironicus watched that awful XIN series. I'm not sure which one that is, but I did used to watch a lot of Cheesem and Ironicus. They're great. Right, sorry. A lot of rambling. You can't get me on the topic of Darkseid, or else I'll play this sound effect.
Hey, you missed, pal.
Okay. Hold on, do I want to... That's a weird EV sprite. I don't like it. Do I want to deposit anything? I guess I don't really need pickup that badly, do I? What I do need is a more versatile Pokemon like Eevee. It's a good level, too.
Bet I can smash that.
Oh, thanks, Jade Dragon, for the 10er. Let me heart that. And to be been watching for years and love the content, turning 19 tomorrow. 19! Sorry, I said 19 and immediately thought of getting counted out in Japan. In Japanese wrestling. That's so stupid. I've been watching my old favorites and watching King's Quest V, so here's your silver coins for your custard pie. 1 silver coin for this custard pie. I would like one of your custard pies. Ah yes, they truly are delicious. How expensive is your custard pie? It is 1 silver coin for a custard pie. Why, I have 1 silver coin. Could I buy a custard pie? Yes, here's your custard pie for your 1 silver coin. I was gonna go fucking insane from that conversation. The King's Quest V and the King's Quest 6 Let's Plays were so much fun. You guys gotta go watch those. Okay, guys, if you liked stuff like Pokemon Platinum A Journey, like Pokemon Stadium, like Pokemon Blue Rescue Team, you will love King's Quest V and King's Quest 6 on this very YouTube channel. It's with the same people. It's the same group of friends. You don't need to know what the hell King's Quest is. You will laugh your ass off like every episode. Oh, those turned out so perfect. I'm so proud of those. Okay, I need to go run to the electric gym. I think I'm ready. Wait, he hasn't evolved yet. I'm gonna evolve him. You can't stop me. He's evolving in like 1 level, right? Yeah. We're gonna evolve him, then we're gonna go do the gym. Still fun to this day. Rewatched King's Quest 6 a few months ago. Hell yeah. The truth is the truth. It's on Matt Hardy's shirt. Don't forget the Cliffs of Logic. Yes, the Cliffs of Copy Protection. There's an area in King's Quest 6 called the Cliffs of Logic where you have to do a bunch of puzzles, but it's missing key parts of the puzzles, and you have to, it was copy protection from back in the day, so you didn't copy the floppy. You have to open your game manual to see what the cipher is for the cliff. I just played the GOG version where they take out the copy protection, so like they actually made it possible in-game. How does collecting something on Route 7 work if we already have everything? I guess we just don't catch anything here. Someone earlier said you're allowed to catch a duplicate at that point, which I guess. Yeah, I could switch a more powerful move for first slot. I should probably just put Magnitude there. Did you already get the drink to shortcut to Vermilion? What? Oh, you mean the tea. Yeah, we have the tea. Copy that floppy. Yeah, you remember. You remember. I'm passing the 2-hour mark. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little sore. I haven't been walking much today. I gotta do the fucking... Ugh. Speaking of the current journey, is Brandon Goosed? Yes. Brendan was Goosed. No! What happened? I looked away for a second. Oh, that's our first feint. The yesers won, the 57% one. Did I get crit? Is that what happened? Fuck. Man, what a good Pokemon to have feint. Was it a crit? Is that what happened? It had to, a crit? It was a crit. I was 1 level away from getting like 3 times more health. I would have gone from 10 base health to I think 35. That was thoroughly avoidable? Yeah, sorry, I was reading the chat. Man, I shouldn't have fought that one like that. I should have just ran away because I'm using a ground type and Scratch is weak. The curves before you had a chance to switch out. That's what I get for reading the chat. I fucked up. I shouldn't have done that. You left in at 4 health? I'm so used to not having to pay attention to that. I'm an idiot. Okay, so we gotta move Pokemon here. Box, let's just have the desert be our cemetery. Sorry, Blaze, that was my fault. Just to make it clear, by the way, when I say I shouldn't have been paying attention to chat, that is obviously not me blaming you guys. That is my fault. I was the one reading chat. Okay, well, Poco Loco is also ground type. Let's take him. He's gonna have to level then. Fuck, am I gonna have to switch train him for ages then and put a bunch of experience on something that doesn't need the experience? Yeah, probably. Went back to rewatch? Yeah, nah, I messed up. That's my bad. Shit. Rare candy? I haven't done the rare candy cheat. Do the rocket hideout for experience? It's not a bad idea. Well, I guess we're not doing the electric gym yet. Use the daycare and bike. No. That's, okay. Daycare and bike is 1,000 times lamer than using rare candies. Oh my god. 0 difficulty, has the time still wasted, and you don't get any effort values. It is the worst of all methods. Oh shit, sorry, I missed that super chat. Let me... Ye699. Hey MDB, if you use the universal Pokemon randomizer and click impossible evolutions and load your save in the randomized file, you'll be able to get those mons. I tested it myself now. Oh, okay. I'll make a backup just in case that fucks something up. But yeah, I can give that a try. So I'm guessing I just do that on the exact same ROM then. And like it loads the saves fine and everything. You didn't have any problems there. Having too much fun with the chat, which is great. It's why I'm here. Yeah, fair. That's why I'm here too. I wouldn't be doing this alone. I'm doing this because I have a chat room, because it's fun hanging out with you guys. All right, I shouldn't be avoiding these trainers. I'm so used to trying to go through here like the fastest way possible. But like I should fight these trainers, that's why I'm here. Fight me. What's the next super chat request? There isn't one. The only super chat request right now is get a Ghastly and name it Shadow, with a 4 in it. $5 to ride back and forth on his bike for the next hour. If you give me like $100 and you do it through the direct donation, so I get $95 of that, and it's at least American money, so the exchange rate's good, I'll do that. Let's go gambling, do it? Okay, I do like the slot machines in this game, sure. I'm not a gambler in real life, it's just not fun to me. But yeah, I can do some slots. Brick Break for Drowsy and Geodude. Where do you get the TM for Brick Break in this game? I don't actually remember. Well, you know what? A Golem could be a very good Pokemon this run. Alright, I probably gotta switch. Oh no, not if it's using... Oh, well, crit headbutt. I'm gonna flinch too, aren't I? Oh no, I didn't. Weak magnitude, though. SSN, or you can buy... Oh, so I already have it then, because I must have gotten on the SSN. You can buy it from the Celadon department, so I could get, like, a bunch of that. That's really cool. Oh no, my bad sleep is catching up with me. Don't forget to buy soda, lemonade to give to the girl for stuff. Can you even... what do you get for that in Fire Red Leaf Green? I don't remember, because I never do it. I always do it in red and blue because I get the... Ice Beam TM, and that's such a good move. Thoughts on Mega Halucha because it's wrestling related? I don't even know what it looks like. I like Halucha. Black Glasses, that's 10% more power on dark moves. Gets up to 20 in Gen 4. X Aether. Get the team for Reflect Light Screen and I think Safeguard. I think you're right. I think this guy opens with Zubat. Why Vet Bills did say we got himself in trouble? No, he's a Persian Himalayan something or other. This guy has Levitate, doesn't he? They have dental problems. It's a genetic thing. We do what we can. He's on special dental food and stuff to try and, which is not cheap, but he's on special dental food to help him with that. But like, inevitably, once every 1 to 2 years, he needs to have gingivitis cleaned off his gums and his teeth. It is $1,200 Canadian every 1 to 2 years. It is incredibly expensive, and unfortunately it happened just now, which is right before tax season, which is brutal. It's brutal. Oh, great. Self-destruct. There goes our Eevee. Man! That is brutal. Such a good Pokemon to lose as well. Well, I don't think there's much I could have done about that. If he self-destructed, any one of our team would have fainted. I think even Geodude probably would have fainted to that. When it rains it pours, yeah, finally 2 faints, yeah. That's brutal. It is what it is. Hey Tara, how's it going? Everyone go sub to Tara in the chat, because I'm gonna be on her podcast on Sunday. I believe it's at 1 p.m. EST, unless like daylight savings time changes for you between now and then. Because daylight savings time changed for me recently, so it's 1 p.m. for me, which is good. This is the first Pokemon? Lost second. No, I lost another one like literally 10 minutes earlier. Just due to me not paying attention that time. That one was like 100% my fault. Yeah, I lost the Diglett, which is a really bad Pokemon to lose, especially when I was 1 level away from evolving it. Yeah, the Band-Aid has been ripped off. That is true. I'm gonna go deposit it right away before I go forgetting. On Twitch, I don't stream on YouTube yet? Oh, okay. Well, you are allowed to put your Twitch link in the description if you want to, or in the chat if you want to. I don't know if it'll, like, show up properly. I might have to copy it and then paste it myself. I don't know. Don't get why vets are so dang expensive? Okay, well, they gotta, like, put them under for it. They gotta put them on an IV drip. They gotta do all kinds of things. They gotta bring in a specialist who can do, like, cat dentistry. So, like, yeah, it's really expensive. Alright, I gotta switch the box. Okay, so it was Eevee. Man. Who do I want to bring out? I don't have the money to buy stuff out of the game corner. Stop spamming it. How about the Growlithe? That seems like a good one. Okay. Oh, I gotta tell you something. Okay. Put Magikarp in daycare. That's not an awful idea, I'm gonna be honest. Maybe I should. Head to a gig to play piano? Hope you have fun. Sorry if I missed the choice to ensure you see it. Is that spamming? Maybe? I don't know. You just said it so many times now. At least I think it was you saying it so many times. Other people were saying it too. F and chat for Eevee. Maybe I gotta do that TM. You know, before I go doing that, how much money is Brick Break at the store? We should check that. It's this floor, right? No. Nope. Nope. That's a stone one, so I will go there at some point. Oh, this is the guy who teaches you counter. Here we go. Roar, Hyper Beam, Dig. Oh, you can buy Dig. That's nice. Secret power, attract. Okay, I mean, it's actually really affordable. Yeah, this song is good. This is really affordable, actually. I didn't know you could buy secret power here. It's not a great move, but it's not bad. You can paralyze people in gym leader fights because it's indoors. Dig is kind of weak in this game, though. It's only 60 power in this gen. It wasn't brought back up to 80 until, or brought up to 80 until Gen 4. I do like the idea of having multiple Pokemon with Brick Break, though. It's a solid move. Even, like, the whole it destroys Reflect and Light Screen thing aside, and that is a good ability. Even with that aside, it's just a good move. I always forget how secret power works, so you don't use it. Indoors, it can cause paralysis, which is pretty solid. It's kind of like a weaker version of Body Slam from Gen 1 in that way. It's 70 power, and it's physical. It's a contact move. Okay. First time checking one of the streams. Oh man, bad timing, because I think I'm about to wrap it up here. My shoulders are really sore from all fucking crunching up, and I think I gotta stand up, walk around, and get a good meal in me as well. So I'm gonna get this whole thing uploaded on this very YouTube channel shortly. Had a fun time hanging out with you guys, though. I'm gonna be streaming this again tomorrow because I don't really have anything better to be doing tomorrow. My work got done pretty early in the week in terms of like the mandatory Pokemon challenge stuff, you know? So I am going to just try and get this thing rendered as fast as I can. And yeah, oh, and the next Pokemon challenge for the early viewers on the YouTube memberships and the Patreon, that'll be up either tonight or tomorrow. I think it's a little more likely to be done tomorrow. I have a lot of editing to do because I did Pokemon Emerald with only dark types, and it's a really long voiceover, like a really long run. So that one's probably gonna be like 40 plus minutes. And then the Shedinja one, the week after, Shedinja Platinum, that might be like close to an hour. I'm gonna go ahead and guess it's gonna be 45 minutes to 55 minutes for the final video. I don't know, I'm gonna be editing that one next week. But yeah, I will get this thing up on YouTube for you in the next few hours. It'll only take me like a half an hour to render this stream, but it might take like an hour and a half to upload it, and then YouTube might take a while to process it, but it'll be up for viewing in the next few hours. Thank everybody so much for watching, and until next time, have a nice day.
Bet I can smash that.
Oh, fuck. Shadow Slayer with the Turiuro. Take care of yourself. Take care. Love your vids. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, now you can have a nice day.
Smash that.